What up, y'all? This is Bailey Panama, man. Back at you guys again with another one. All right, check this out, man. All right, so everybody's talking about this submarine here it's a billionaire, and then you have a Navy guy that was a couple, some experience, and you have a father and a son. Obviously, they got money too. You know what I mean? Then you have the CEO and founder of Ocean Gate, the one that designed and built the submarine. All right, y'all. So it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. You know what I mean? First of all, if you guys take a look at this submarine, man, it looks like a piece of rice. You know what I mean? With an antenna hooked up on the top. This looked like they said it was homemade. I don't know whose idea was it to home make a submarine to go down 12,000 feet in the ocean. This is not a game, man. The ocean, they didn't respect the ocean's power at all, man. You know what I mean? It could be a possibility that they got entangled. You know what I mean? The cord got entangled or something like that. They got stuck somewhere. You know, the power went out because of the pressure in there. You know, it was just a flimsy submarine. And the only way you could open that submarine is from the outside. So can you imagine the conversation and the arguments that they're having inside? And keep in mind, you can't argue that much, because if you use too much breath, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta waste the air that's in there, that's helping you stay alive. So the more air you take in, the less air goes down. You know what I'm saying? So you wanna control your breathing. You don't want to panic too much. You know what I'm saying? Because you only got a certain amount of air in that submarine, and they only got 24 hours, y'all. Well, not 24 hours, because I make this content just a couple. So, they got, I think they got 22 hours now. You know what I'm saying? So they got 22 hours to live in that little rice that they built at home. You know what I'm saying? What I don't understand is, you got a billionaire in there that took it upon himself to trust this man in this little submarine. Man, listen, man, I would have paid the Navy to let me have their submarine, man. I would have kicked everybody out. I would have kept the pilots, the technicians, the one that works on the submarine, to make sure that if there's a fire, they'll put it out. If there's any technical issues, they'll fix it. So I keep them. I'll keep the cooks. You know what I'm saying? And I will borrow the United States Navy submarine for that mission. You know what I'm saying? Because I got the money like that. And I'm pretty sure the government needs extra money. You know what I'm saying? So I would have definitely paid. They paid $250,000 for this, man. You know what I mean? If they would have paid an extra $400,000, they would have been able to get borrow the submarine to go down there. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. Can you imagine the conversation they're having with the CEO? They're like, dude, you decide this, motherfucker, man. Find a way out. But you can't really do too much. What you gonna do? I mean, y'all, it's crazy. Man, anyway, y'all, I'm gonna show you guys here the news, and so that way you guys could be updated on what's going on with this submarine and the bad situation that they're in, y'all. All right, check it out.
There are possible signs of life tonight in the race to find the mini submarine that disappeared on a dangerous voyage to the wreck of the Titanic. In the past few hours, rescue crews have detected a banging noise every 30 minutes from 4 kilometres below the surface.
It seemed impossible, but just a few hours ago, signs of life from a sonar, which acts like a bionic ear underwater.
Crews searching for the sub reportedly heard today banging sounds at 30-minute intervals,
followed by another unidentified noise close to the Titanic wreck and confirmed by the US Coast Guard.
Immediately, the first thing is it gets your hopes go skyrocketing up, but also it makes you think that, wow, time is really now against us.
And that's the bad news. Even if the mini sub is found and everyone on board is alive, how do they get them back to the surface?
This is a very complex search, and the unified team is working around the clock to bring all available assets and expertise to bear as quickly as possible.
But time may have already beaten them. The sub has as little as 24 hours of oxygen left, and to sail salvage equipment to the site will take 2 days.
I would assume they're stuck on the bottom in the mud or somehow entangled in Titanic.
Incredibly, at almost 4 kilometres under the surface, it's too deep for even a US Navy submarine to mount a rescue mission. They never venture that far down, and with good reason.
Submersibles implode. They crush down on themselves like a toothpaste tube.
Which has many asking how these homemade mini subs are allowed to go so deep, especially when they're not certified in America or anywhere else and are steered by a cheap video game controller.
Perhaps there was a breach and water came in. I'm not very optimistic for their return.
Excitement or panic among those on board could also kill them. It's cramped and uncomfortable, and fear and adrenaline will only quicken their breathing. British billionaire Hamish Harding is a veteran adventurer with a cool head. So too Stockton Rush, the chief executive of OceanGate that owns the sub. The most experienced is former Navy officer Paul Henry Nagalay. And the only two rookies on board are father and son, Shahzada and Suleiman Dawood.
As it stands right now, it would be a miracle if they are recovered alive.
This photo of Harding was taken just before the sub entered the water on Sunday, staring at the ocean that now surrounds him.
The last thing I said to him was Godspeed, and I wished him luck with his dive.
In what's turned out to be a terrifying premonition, before he actually left this dock here in Canada on Friday, Hamish Harding told a podcast that he knew that this mission wasn't without risk.
So what I worry about most are things that will stop me from being able to get to the surface.
Right now, underwater drones are trying to confirm the source of that banging and to hopefully spot the missing sub. Until then, every breath is precious and every minute that ticks by is the enemy. In Newfoundland, Canada, David Woywood, 7 News.
Yeah, guys, you guys heard right, man. You guys heard it right. You know what I mean? It's being steered by a PlayStation controller. You know what I mean? By a PlayStation controller. This is not I'm not trying to be funny or nothing like that, man. You saw the news. You saw what he even threw the controller like it's nothing. That's how much he valued his life and his safety. He threw the controller. That probably what damaged the electrical stuff when he disrespected the controller like that. The controller probably said, "I got something for you, though." You know what I mean? He just threw the controller, and when he threw that controller, you don't know if he knocked some type of Wi-Fi off or he knocked off something broke inside. You know what I mean? You just something that's going to protect you, man, and protect your life. You don't disrespect it by just throwing the controller, man. You know what I mean? I'm just shocked that he even using the PlayStation controller, y'all. Come on, man. You know what I mean? Oh my goodness, man. They I don't know, man. This type of nerds, man. When nerds go too far, you got incidents where nerds, they go too far with their technology. They spend all these hours in the basement try to design and create new things, and you know what I mean. He designs this submarine. You know what I mean? Actually, we could give him credit for the submarine to even reach that far down without it being. But you could best believe there's probably water leaking in a little bit. The more they stay down there, the more the pressure is going to consume that submarine for sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yo, it's a wrap, man. I mean, you wanna be hopeful, and not only that, they're banging the ship every 30 minutes, which is smart. I mean, I think that's coming from the Navy guy experience. The Navy guy experience to bang the submarine every 30 minutes. That's where the experience coming from the Navy guy. But that's as far as it goes. No amount of experience got to get you out of this, man. You know what I mean? When you're a billionaire, this right here should be a lesson to all the people that got money, man. You know what I mean? When you walk around, you walk inside Starbucks with two mismatched slippers on. You got your hat and your glasses on. You know what I mean? You got this expensive Marc and Jacob watch on. You know what I mean? The Toy Boy, it's pretty much a watch that moves with wrist movement. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and he got the Godfather version. You know what I mean? So he walks in the Starbucks with the Godfather version of the Jacob and Co. You know what I mean? Probably cut in front of the line and all that because he got the money like that. He got money to shut down the Starbucks, Disneyland and all that. But money cannot save you from being trapped in a submarine 12,500 feet below That's where the monsters live, y'all. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised. See, everybody keeps saying that the cord got entangled or they got stuck in the mud or whatever. Listen, man, there's giant octopuses down there. You know what I mean? We don't know if the octopus probably grabbed it, thought it was food, and realized that it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't edible to eat, so you let it go. We don't know if it got hit by a whale. We don't know what happened, man. We don't know if aliens got them. I mean, I don't believe in aliens, but I'm just saying, man. Anything, man. I don't know. You know what I mean? So obviously they're still alive. You know what I'm saying? They're still alive. They're bagging the submarine every 30 minutes, which is good. But even if they find them, y'all, man, it's dark, by the way. It's gonna be kind of hard to find them. It's like finding a needle in a haystack, man. Even if they find them, man, they can't even open up the submarine anyway. You know what I mean? And they only got so much air. So let's say they do grab them on time. They still got to pull them up, and then the air runs out. I mean, it's a lot. We might as well just do a tribute to these 5 brave men that went down there. 'Cause they're braver than me. You know what I mean? The only thing that I would do as far as submarine goes is the one in Disneyland. They got a submarine in Disneyland that pretty much they go underwater, whatever, and it's pretty safe and everything. They don't even go that deep. That's the farthest I could go in any submarine. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? So yeah, man. Those guys are brave, man. They deserve a medal after this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna play a video here, y'all, man, of let's just keep it real, y'all. I mean, they're not gonna make it, man. You know what I mean? And now they get to be part of history. You know what I mean? They get to be part of some dummy in the future is probably gonna go down there to find the wreckage of the submarine and then find the Titanic boat. You know what I'm saying? I guess the unmanned drone wasn't good enough. You know what I mean? They wasn't satisfied with the picture that the unmanned drone was taking, so they wanted to go down there physically to see the Titanic with their own eyes. So this is the price that they had to pay to do that. You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all. So anyway, y'all, I'm gonna play this video real quick, man. Of them being part of history. They're gonna be part of history by tomorrow, and just check it out, and I'll come back with my thoughts. Yeah, man. Unfortunately, man, this is them walking in, you know what I mean, to the afterlife. You know what I'm saying? Some of them probably thinking like, it's dummies, man. But welcome, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, you know what I mean? Can you imagine all those ghosts, all the spirits and all that? Was shocked to see them. You know what I mean? They probably was thinking, damn, y'all took a long time to rescue us. But anyway, y'all. So anyway, I want to show you guys a video, man, of the CEO of Ocean Gate, sorry. And he's gonna pretty much give you a quick walkthrough of the submarine that he designed and built or whatever, y'all. And I just want you guys to just take a look at this toy, basically, that they use for this mission, man. You know what I mean? Check it out.
Let's take a look at Titan. So we're coming into the sub. This is the only toilet available on a deep diving submersible. Best seat in the house. You can look out the viewport. We put a privacy screen in, turn up the music, and it's very popular. We have our control screen here, our sonar screen here, and we can put any image we want in the back. We've taken a completely new approach to the sub design, and it's all run with this game controller and these touch screens. So if you want to go forward, you press forward. If you want to go back, you go back. Turn left, turn right, go down, go up. And it's Bluetooth, so I can hand it to anybody. And it's meant for a 16-year-old to throw it around, and super durable. We keep a couple of spares on board just in case. This is the second year we've been out to the Titanic. We went out in 5 8-day missions. We did about 10 dives to the wreck site of the Titanic, and we did an extra dive on an undiscovered reef that we found.
Stockton Rush is the CEO of Ocean Gate, a company that offers dives to the Titanic in a one-of-a-kind carbon fiber submersible for $250,000 per person.
An experimental submersible vessel that has not been approved or certified by any regulatory body and could result in physical injury, disability, emotional trauma, or death. Where do I sign?
The sub has about as much room as a minivan.
So this is not your grandfather's submersible. We only have one button, that's it. It should be like an elevator. You know, it shouldn't take a lot of skill.
I couldn't help noticing how many pieces of this sub seemed improvised.
We can use these off-the-shelf components. I got these from Camper World. We run the whole thing with this game controller.
Come on!
Slow down, it's just in front of us. Just we're in front of the anchor.
Oh my gosh, here's the bow, guys.
Yeah, y'all, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna play with my life, man, with a homemade submarine. You know what I mean? You could hear him say that he got the parts from Amazon and some parts from OfferUp, and I mean, you know what I mean? It's crazy, man. Even the reporter laughed when he told him that he got this used gaming controller, man, from his son. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. I mean, they obviously were successful before, but at some point, man, when you have a machine like this, man, that's pretty much built at home, it's gonna be a time where it's not gonna stand up to the harsh environment of the deep ocean, man. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, y'all, man, if y'all want to see the Titanic, man, go rent the movie. You know what I mean? Go rent the movie. Watch it on YouTube. All right. It's a lot of things you guys can do to experience the Titanic. They got the Queen Mary. They got a boat there. You know what I mean? That's kind of similar to the Titanic. Y'all go check that out. Yeah, pretend that that's the Titanic. I mean, it's not only that, but it's above water. Okay. Anyway, man, y'all be safe. You short heads, man. And you know, you want to wish them the best, man. And hopefully they are saved. They accepted Jesus Christ as their Lord and Savior. You know what I mean? Hopefully they're not atheists, because if they are, they're going to find out that God is real now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They're gonna definitely find out that the God's real, man. You know what I mean? There's this type of situation that make an atheist want to pray. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But hey, y'all, I mean, it is what it is. $250,000, man. You know, yeah. Anyway, y'all, this Beatty Panama. All right, y'all. Subscribe to the channel, share, like, comment, and all that good stuff, man. Holla at me.